My name's John T. Wright, and I'm the Holy Father's son. I'm Adam in the flesh. I tell you the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth every day of the week. I decided not to go up Beacon Hill today. Beacon Rock, Beacon Hill, Beacon Rock. It says a rock is born at the base of it. I guess a rock is born. God tells me I'm his rock. But that doesn't mean that I have to be so hard all the goddamn time. But it does get rough. So anyway, saying that and that alone, and that's a lot, I'm down here today at Steamboat Landing. And the reason I'm recording this now is because, I was going to turn and go up to Steamboat. I was going to go up on the high side of the park instead of the low side of the park. Which the low side of the park, I had a pretty good day. Last night I took a shower. I didn't take a shower this morning. Well, I didn't go Beacon Rock, so I didn't need one. But now I'm going to be going up to Camas Lake on my next journey. And what I did here, when I got back here, I turned my motorhome into the sun, and I took a walk with my weights, with my green weights. Oh, my green weights are over in the car, because what I did was I walked all the way from here across Washougal, Camas, whatever, and went up there above the U.S. Bank, and I picked up my car, took those weights with me. Ooh, you can feel it in your back muscles and all this good stuff. It's good for you. I bought food at Safeway's lunch, chicken, and this, and I bought fried chicken. I shouldn't have ate fried chicken, but the fried chicken looked better, so I did it anyway. You know what? A little fat isn't going to hurt you. A little fat isn't going to hurt me. I shouldn't have, but I did. I'll probably pay for it. So anyway, I'm going to work out really hard because I ate. You got to have fuel to eat. You can burn it off, etc. You know what? But the key is you have to eat good, to work out and everything. You can't just work out and not feed your muscles and stuff, your body, nutrients. That's what I think a lot of people have problems with, is they don't get the nutrients. They eat, if you bought good food instead of that expensive, cheap shit, it's cheap and it's shit and it's expensive at the same time. I mean, check around, and if you're growing vegetables and good food and stuff like that, there's higher quality. You don't need that crap, and pretty soon you won't even like eating that crap, because you don't even like that crap anymore, because the food is so much deliciouser than that chicken shit. I'll just say it like that. So everybody can say, well, he's just one of those, he has and the haves and haves not. I've heard that crap before. John's one of these, he has and we have not. I don't want to hear that bullshit, because I've been ripped off by those very people that say that shit. Oh, feel sorry for me, then rip me off. Well, anyway, now let's go to this here part of the story. I got here, I decided to go do the workout and everything, and I come back and there's a gentleman sitting over here on the other side of my car. I pulled in right here next to the motorhome with my little Kia car. KIA, kind in action. Ooh, kind in action. It works better than, all this bitter fighting I get from these people that I like to humiliate. It must be humiliating to be shown that you're a bully. You're out of touch with fucking reality. And that's basically Tracy's problem. And other people's problems too. Even Eric. Little touch of reality. Eric, you're a nice guy. And by the way, children look up to you, there's a good goddamn chance I would too. You're a karate person? Good. Children look up to you, keep it that way. I want you to be that way. I want children to look up to you. I want children to eat better. I want children to know discipline. And discipline isn't abusing others through fear tactics. It's through pure skill. And I'll say another line, and it's been coming for a long time. Skills that are not taught are not skills, they're secrets. Secrets can't hurt you. But if somebody teaches you skills, you've learned a lesson for a lifetime, and you can capitalize on it. To be truthful, and you will succeed. Yahshua inside the cup, Yahshua outside of the cup. It is the truth and the way. Hey, you know what? Maybe I'm capable of lying to you. Maybe I'm blowing smoke up your ass, right? Well, I guarantee you, it may be, but maybe not. I'll tell you what, I told the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth. And by the way, there's a guy over here that wrote a D.B. Cooper book. He's right here waiting to talk to me. Well, I told him he could look at this here D.B. Cooper, John T. Wright at YouTube.com, and he could use that information for his next book. The Zodiac and D.B. Cooper are the same exact guy. George L. Wright, 13 Letters for the Zodiac, is the same guy as D.B. Cooper. You know, 1953, my dad was in Dallas, Texas. My dad could have very well went back in 1963 and played a part of the organization that took down John F. Kennedy. My family members would say, and my mom would say too, we did him a favor. And I think that's exactly what they did. They say we did him a favor. And my mother is like that too. Her brother, Jerry L. Dunn, had to die. You know why? Well, he had rickets. He needed to die. It's mercy killing too. And also, you know, on these here Zodiac ones, the ones that's down in California, ROTC related. I mean, even the attorney that was with Cecilia up at Lake can't think of it right now, but I probably will. And his name, I know the name because I tried to contact him. He wouldn't contact me back, and I told him I had information and everything. And you know why he wouldn't contact me back? It's because he's been living off the luxury of the Zodiac Killer all these years. That attorney that was with Sybil. You know, I mean, and he could have very well set that woman up to get killed, is the way I look at that situation. So that attorney's hands may very well be dirty. Just like David Mougeot. There's a common factor in all of these. The Zodiac. But what ties them all together? And I can figure out that one too. We all goddamn know when it comes down to it. Drugs. You don't pay your drug bill, there's got to be a motive. Usually the motive is usually money. Now look at the bowling alley in Morton, Washington. Their motive was money. And that's why they murdered Terry Lance Shortridge on my bed to silence the town. Along with Skip Davis, Maureen Netzer, and Betty Ford from the Wheel Cafe that my mother worked at. You know, how about Rhonda Reynolds that got murdered after leaving, not leaving right after, but within a short period of time, they put a hit on her. And my attorney James Rowland and my mother, you know, she's right there, a spy, eavesdropper and everything. I can only imagine, but hey, enough evidence says this way, I'm telling the truth. The whole truth, nothing but the truth. So help me God. And this guy over here, he wants to write a book on me. He's got all the information right there. He tried to give me $5 out here. I was joking with him. I said, you could have this information for free. Maybe someday you could take me out to lunch, you know, out to dinner, you know, like taco time. Now, do I eat taco time, you guys? That's funny, isn't it? So, no, I won't be going to taco time. And Anyway, I told him I can't take the money. I would find it offensive. I said, now, if you want to donate some money to the U.S. Bank over there in Camas, Washington, all those people know D.B. Cooper, son, just go in there and make a donation. I said, to be honest with you, I never would touch the money because I'd never want something to do with blood money. You know? And anyway, ethics go further than that. I said, you're about ready to lose that book deal, you know, where you take me out and have dinner with me and I sign your book like I promised to. Now you go make $1 million and take me to dinner and I'll sign your book. I said, you make $1 million. I said, you go make your book and do your thing. And, you know, then we'll go from there. He's over there reading his own book right now. He just got his newest book. And he's over there reading. He says, I can't believe that I came here and met you. Well, I can't believe that I came here and met him. I was already here. I left. I came in my little car. I could have went over there to 3rd Street and went straight up to the Camas Lake and back like I could have. But actually what I'm going to do is I came here to eat lunch. Just check on the motorhome. Thought I'd post this and tell you what's going on. There's a book author over there that says he's going to write a book about me. And I told him that the information was free on YouTube for anybody to use and anybody to redo. You know, so I'm not even giving him some special thing that's open to anybody. Go ahead, research it, write books, go make a fortune. Everybody else did. I'd rather give the money to my friends. By the way, I'll take the movie royalties. I mean, you guys get it hot, I get the top plate. And by the way, I'll be donating money back to places I think are fit, that's deemed worthy on my end of the deal. You know, the Holy Father would like me to be honest instead of dishonest. And I'll talk to you later. You can be honest instead of dishonest too. It's a fucking lot funner. Just try it today. Yahshua's inside the cup. Yahshua's outside the cup. Let's make that leap together now.